Hi there, and welcome to Mr. Allegra's Spanish 2 grammar video number 2. Today's topic is verbs like gustar, or as I will often refer to them as VLG verbs. Again, this is based loosely off of our stories Nada Es Perfecto. The first thing we need to know is what are verbs like gustar. So let's start with the actual verb gustar, which means to like. At least in English, that's how we translate it. You'll notice, of course, that gustar is an AR verb as opposed to an ER or an IR verb. However, gustar is different than other verbs. Normally, we conjugate other verbs. We take off the ending, the AR, and we add new endings. But with verbs like gustar, there are only two possible endings. Ending number 1 is gusta. Ending number 2 is gustan. So when conjugating the verb gustar, it's either going to be gusta or gustan. That's the first thing we need to know. The second thing we need to know, once we remember that there are only two possible conjugations for gustar, gusta or gustan, is that we have to incorporate what we call indirect object pronouns, although we don't need to know that right now, that have to come before it. So that really, when we conjugate this verb, we actually have two words. Hence, it would go me gusta, te gusta, le gusta, or me gustan, nos gustan, les gustan. Each one here, of course, corresponds in English to I, you, she or he, we, and they. So, me gusta, I like. Les gustan, they like. Le gusta, she likes. Te gustan, they like. So that leads us to the final thing that we have to pay attention to. And that is, well, what's the difference between me gusta and me gustan? And the difference, we can see, is right here. We use gusta when the thing we like is singular. Go back to video 1 if you're not quite sure what we mean by singular or plural. We use gustan when the thing that we like is plural. So in this particular case, me gusta el libro, I like the book. Me gustan los libros, I like the books. The difference, while small from our English perspective, but huge in Spanish. If what I like is plural, I must use gustan. If what I like is singular, I must use gusta. The final example that we could use ourselves then is to say anything. You like school. Te gusta la escuela. Why did I choose te gusta and not te gustan? Because la escuela is one thing. If I liked more than one thing, we like the stories. The word for stories is los cuentos. So we like nos gustan los cuentos. And again, I chose gustan because what I like is plural. So that's verbs like gustar. The final thing we need to know then is that, well, if that's how gustar works, are there other verbs like it? And in fact, there are. For us in Spanish 2 right now, the three ones we'll see the most are interesar, which means to be interested in, molestar, which means to bother, and doler, which means to hurt. And doler, by the way, is an O to UE stem changer, which I'll also have a video on those as well. So, for example, interesar can only be conjugated one of two ways. Either as interesa or interesan. Molestar can only be conjugated in one of two ways, either as molesta or molestan. And doler can only be conjugated in one of two ways, either as duele, again because it's an O to UE stem changer, or duelen. We also know that we will use either may or te or lay or nos or lace. And finally, we decide whether to use duele or duelen depending on whether what we like is singular, or excuse me, what hurts us is singular, or what hurts us is plural. If you'd like more help with these, or specific exercises to practice them, please make sure you come and see me.